In the 2012 film Robot and Frank, a son hires a robot to take care of his dad so he doesn't need to.
Frank, you need a project. Today we're going to start a garden.
I'm not gardening.
My program's goal is to improve your health.
I would rather die eating cheeseburgers than live off steamed cauliflower.
Caregiving machines have been wandering out of films and into the real world for decades. There are machines out there that patients trust and depend on.
Are you having trouble catching your breath?
No.
Dr. Corey Kidd is the CEO of Catalia Health and the creator of Maybu.
I am glad to hear that you are not having trouble catching your breath.
Maybu is a cartoon-like robot the size of a coffee pot. She talks to patients, keeps tabs on their health, and reminds them to take their medicine.
We're very deliberately not trying to build something that looks like a human. This thing is bright yellow, has plastic eyes, and a screen on the front.
Dr. Kidd says roughly half of adults in the United States are dealing with chronic pain every day, and there's a rising number of elderly people in need of care.
If we need to interact with many more people much more frequently, we'd have to have basically the rest of the population all working in healthcare to even attempt to do that. And that just doesn't make sense for anyone to try to solve it that way.
Robots are filling the void when we can't. Like Pero, a robotic baby seal. Back in 2014, KLW's Angela Johnston visited a veterans hospital in Livermore, California. Patients with dementia stroked a robotic baby harp seal named Pero. Kathy Craig, a therapist at the hospital, says Pero helps patients stay calm and open up.
They'll start talking to the Pero, they'll talk to other people, it'll brighten their mood. And if they're maybe at a risk of wandering and getting lost, they'll, instead of that happening, they might sit down with Pero for a while and spend some time with it.
But there are still ethical concerns around robots who care for patients. Shannon Valor teaches philosophy at Santa Clara University. She worries that we're outsourcing the difficult job of compassion to machines.
What happens to us? What happens to our moral character and our virtues in a world where we increasingly have more and more opportunities to transfer our responsibilities for caring for others to robots?
Robots haven't mastered empathy. Like earlier this year, when a 78-year-old man in Fremont, California, learned he was about to die. A robot rolled into the hospital room, and a doctor on the screen broke the news. The man's daughter was there, and she was outraged by the lack of compassion.
The doctor said that there was no lungs left, and that he was needing to have comfort care, and that would entail a morphine drip until he died.
Dr. Corey Kidd, who designed Maybu, the healthcare companion robot, agrees people are not off the hook. Maybu can forward information to doctors, but it's still up to human professionals to decide what treatment is best. Kidd doubts that conscious machines will ever take over hospitals.
Fundamentally, we don't even know exactly what that would mean to create a machine that is conscious.
If we're looking for a definition of consciousness, we could try asking a robot. But if we don't know the answer, the machine probably hasn't been programmed to either. For Philosophy Talk, I'm Holly J. McDede.